Hey fans, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a dog training video. This is how to do Leave It. Leave It is extremely important and it basically prevents your dog from eating anything that you don't want them to eat. So again, extremely important. So let's get straight to the video. Okay, so you barely need anything for this video. You need a bowl of treats or whatever you're going to be praising them with. Treats can be anything. It can be store-bought treats. It can be maybe your dog loves their kibbles. It can be kibbles. It can be cheese slices. Really anything. It can be fruit or like I'm using, it can be Cheerios. So anything, and of course you'll need your dog. Right now I don't have my dog with me. What I'm going to be doing, I will be explaining to you guys how it works, and then I will be demonstrating it after this part with my actual dog. So yeah, so let's get started. So there are three levels in teaching your dog how to Leave It. The first one is when it's in your fist, which I'll explain in a second. The second one is when your hands are open, and the third one when it's on the floor. So yeah, let's start with the very first one, which is when you're with their fist. Okay, so this one is the simplest for the dogs, but it's the hardest to teach them since this is when they're just starting to learn Leave It. So what you're supposed to do is, of course, you need your treat. Again, like I said, I'm using Cheerio, and you're going to get one of your hands, whichever one you'd like, and you're going to put your treat inside your palm. Now you want to make sure your dog sees you doing this so they know that you have the treat with you and they should be trying to get it from you. So again, you're going to put it in your palm. Now you're going to just turn it around, or you can keep it like this, whatever's more convenient for you. But now at this point, your dog is probably going to be trying to get it from you. They might be pawing it, they might be crying in front of you, but they're going to try to get it if they really like that treat. If you have to use treats that they do like, because then they'll actually want to get it, and that will stop them from, we'll teach them Leave It. So they're going to be doing this something, but that is what you want to prevent. So what you want to say is you want to just keep saying Leave It, Leave It, Leave It, and they may not listen because again, this is not in their dictionary yet. This is not even a word that they've heard before, so they are not going to know that Leave It means drop it or leave it, for example. So you're just going to keep doing it, and at one point your dog, I'm going to guess, is probably going to get tired of doing it. They're going to see that you're not going to give in the treat, and they're going to stop. As soon as they do that, you have to have another treat in hand, and you have to give it to them immediately, and you have to say Leave It, Leave It. And even while they're just sitting there, even if it's a mistake, you're just going to keep saying Leave It, Leave It, Leave It. But you want to make sure that you're not giving them the treat that was in your palm because you're trying to show them not to eat that one. So again, you're going to get it in your hand, you're going to turn it. Once they stop, immediately say Leave It and give them a treat. Just keep giving that at least 5 times, even if they're not doing anything and they're just sitting there. Alright, now that is the first way to do this, and you're going to keep doing it until they are almost perfect at this, and then we're going to move on to the second level or second type of way to teach them, which is with your open palm. Alright, so like I said, this is the second level, which is the palm. So what you're going to do is now, this is kind of like what it's called, you're going to be doing it with an open palm. So in the last one we did it with a closed palm or closed fist, and you're going to keep it open. So yes, exactly like this. So your dog is definitely going to be tempted to see it because they have the treat right in front of them, but if they do try to lunge to get it, you have to close it because they're not allowed to get the treat without, you letting them and giving it to them. So you're going to keep it open, and they're obviously going to try to get it. You have to close it, maybe you'll put it behind your back, but whatever you do, make sure they still know that it's in your hand. You have to, again, keep saying Leave It, Leave It, and once they leave it and back off, again, you just have to keep giving them treats. Like I said, when you're doing a closed fist, just say Leave It, Leave It, and just keep giving them a treat even if they're just sitting there. They need to know that that is what they're supposed to do, and that is the sweet spot where they're going to get all the treats. So now you're going to, again, do this for a very long time because this, I feel, is the hardest way to do it because it's the palm is open, so they really want to get it, and if they do get it, which maybe you're not fast enough to close it, then you want to make sure you tell them it's wrong. So for example, you would be like, no, that is not right. And basically you need to show them that what they did is not true. So a main way that I say to do this is that when they did it right, you have to be very excited. Oh, good job. This is perfect. And when they don't do it, you need to make sure that it's very different from when you're acting, when you're excited, because you want to make sure that they can tell the difference when you're happy and when you're sad, and when that's right and when it's wrong. So again, you'll be like very stern, no, that was not okay, so that they realize that what they did is not right. That's not what they're supposed to do to get the treat. They're supposed to earn it and not take it like that. So now the third and final level, which is just leaving it by itself. So like I said, this is the final level, which is leaving it by themselves. So this, again, is probably going to be hard for your dog at first, but they will get the hang of it. You're going to get your treat, and you're just going to put it out in front of them. So let's say your dog's in front of you, you're going to put it right here, and so that they can see it, but they are not supposed to be able to do it. Now, they need to be really good at the next two levels, because if they're not, and this is the first time and they've never got it right, and you haven't, like that, they're not good at those two levels, they will not be able to do this at all. They will just easily go and lunge for the treat and take it. They have to be good for the first two levels. So do not come to this third level if they are not good at the first two, because that's going to be a mess and they're just not going to understand it because it's very hard for them. So what we're going to do is, again, like I said, put it in front of you, and you have to say leave it immediately, because once you put it down, they're going to try to get it, because it's their treat, and it's like candy. They really want it. So you need to make sure as soon as you put it down, leave it. You say it, like, just right then. So, like, for example, leave it, and you're just going to keep saying it until they actually do that. Now, again, it's going to be hard to stop them because it'll take some time to do this or move it. So again, if they do it, like I said, just be very stern, say no, that's not right, and make them know that that's not true. And then again, you'll just have to try again. Now, if they actually do it, some dogs it's going to take a very long time. Some it'll be in the first try. This really depends on how the dog worked on in the last two levels. And if they cannot do this, and every time they're eating it, then maybe you should try to move on, stay at the level 2, and maybe just keep working on that until they're really good at it, and then move to the level 3. Since again, they need to be really good at those two levels to be able to get this one down. So now you're going to keep doing it, and again, once they back up, again, you just need to give them as many treats as they want and keep saying leave it. So now if you do this almost every day for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, or even less, for me it only took like 3 days. If you do this every day and make sure all of these 3 levels are really good, easily you'll be able to do leave it, even with a real thing. So after, again, now this is not exactly a level because it's not actually teaching them something, but after they're done with doing this with the treats, you want to try doing it with something real. So for example, if you have a paper that you don't need to use, you just kind of put it on the floor and see if they go to get it. For example, my dog really likes paper, so I just threw paper on the floor. And if they go to get it, as soon as it's near them, you have to say leave it. If they leave it, that means you're perfectly done. You can give them a treat, you can give them whatever you want. Maybe you can play with them, give them a hug, whatever. But you need to know and make them sure that that is the right thing to do and they're doing great. If they do not leave it, that means that you need to go back to one of the steps. It may be that the third step was not done properly, maybe the second, maybe even the first. But you need to make sure that they are perfect at this. Alright, so now we are going to start. So there is my puppy Naala, and I'll move her more into the camera frame. So I have my treat, and we're going to do the first level, which is closed fist. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. That's leave it. Good girl, that's leave it. So as you can see, I gave her a ton of treats as soon as she did it, which is exactly what you want to do. So now we're going to move on to the second level, which is with your open palm. Alright, so here again with your open palm. Alright, as you can see, she already wants it, but you don't want to make sure you don't give it to her. Leave it, leave it. Good girl, Naala. That is leave it. Leave it. Leave it. See, again, so you want to make sure, say, good girl, you did great, and basically make sure that they know that they did the right thing. So we're going to do it one more time, and then we will move on to the third and final level. Alright, so now we're again do the open palm one more time. So leave it, leave it. Good girl. That was leave it. Good girl. That was leave it. See, so this is what you want to do. Oops. That's what you want to do so that they know that they do the right thing. And again, immediately after they do it, you have to give them the treat. So now we're going to move on to the third and final level, which is just on the floor. Okay. Leave it. Uh-oh, no. So as you can see, this is a mistake, but it's okay. Let's just try it one more time. Leave it. Good girl, Naala, that was leave it. Good girl. So as you can see, my dog, she has sometimes messed up, but most of the time she got it right because she worked hard. So that's exactly what you want to do. So, yeah. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you want more videos of dog training or that have my dog in it, give this video a big thumbs up and say it in the comments down below. And again, if you have any other questions about dog training, anything, maybe sit, stay, which they are coming soon, then just again put it in the comments down below and I will be sure to try to make a video about it. See you guys next time. Bye.